If you're planning on moving to Dubai, you can have a radically different experience to other people if you're not clear on sort of like the kind of lifestyle that you want to experience here and what your situation is like. So some of our friends, for instance, they chose to live in the lakes, and they chose the location very strategically because there was the school. They went with choosing the school first, saw which school they got into, because schools can be really competitive in Dubai, some of the really good ones to get into if you're choosing to go down that education path. And so now they chose then their house that pretty much is in bicycle distance to their school. So my friend, she never has to get into the car because the traffic, as you've heard before, is horrendous here. So instead, what they're doing every day as a family, they bicycle their kids to school. It's like a 10-minute bike ride through the neighborhood there where they live in the community, and it's awesome. And all of the other kids from the friends that are her son's friends, they all live in that area too, a lot of them. So they just go hang out together, have play dates all the time without having to really arrange them or drive long distances. Now another friend I have, she chose to live close to where her family lives, and that was her main priority. And that the area though is a totally different part than, for instance, where they ended up essentially attending or choosing the school for their son. So for them then, the school is almost like a 45 minute drive every morning, and then also a pickup. They have to be really fast to not be stuck in traffic in order to get back to their house. Now their experience is different. And I remember from chatting with her, she said many times that she wished she would have picked it differently because they feel a bit isolated, as you can tell, or as you can imagine, and the driving time is just really wearing on you after doing that for like months and then years at a time. Then for us, for instance, or for several other new friends that we made right now in our community, we chose to go somewhere that was a little bit further out of Dubai, because essentially we're both working from home. We're running an online business. If you're running an online business, you can be really flexible. For us, the schooling was not so much a choice because we decided to homeschool. So we picked an area that for us has kind of like a 90s feel to it, where it's really livable, where kids can roam around, that's not super packed like the marina. I, for instance, chatted with a lady. We had a paddle game last week, and she is a single working lady, a woman, and she chose the marina because if she would live in an area like this, she would feel super isolated because there's maybe like 2 or 3 restaurants, but there's not so much nightlife going on at all. It's more like suburbia feel. So I think when you're choosing, one more example, sorry. I had another friend just now moving to Dubai, many people moving to Dubai still, from Canada, and their budget was different. They couldn't afford or didn't want to afford also the Dubai essentially rental prices. So they went and moved to Iraq, and I'm probably butchering this, but that's like Ras Al Khaimah. It's like the Emirati that's above like the Dubai one, and the rental prices is like 1/4 for the house of what you would be paying in Dubai, even in the outskirts of Dubai. So yeah, as you can tell, I think before you decide to move here and you're saying you want to rent, you don't want to buy, right? I think it's very important to get clear on the kind of lifestyle that you and your family want to choose when you're here. What is right for your family? Write it down. Do you go, if schools are very important, choose by school. Go with the school first, see if you get in, because it is super competitive. Like, for instance, the first example that I gave you of my friend that lives at the Lakes community, it took them like 2 years to get her son into the school that they really wanted to. And so now they have the ideal lifestyle, right? So I think I want you to be really clear on that. And then if you do that, then I think you're having really an absolutely wonderful experience in Dubai. And I think there are people that are complaining about living in Dubai, about all kinds of stuff like traffic or whatever it is. Then I think they're complaining about it because maybe they weren't as strategic as they could have been in choosing sort of where they live and how they're creating their Dubai life. And so that's just a tip. And of course, if you're working, right, the proximity to your workplace and to your school is like super important if you don't work from home and you're not flexible in that sense, right? You can be flexible in other ways. So I hope this was helpful. Follow for more.